Hi guys, hello, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Martyna and today I have a process that I wasn't planning, I didn't plan to film. But I just decided, well, it's a creative project. It's a creative project. It is a paper crafting project. So why not? Why don't I share something slightly different with you? So today I am going to be making a card, and I am not like a card maker, you know, I'm a journal maker. However, I do love to make cards and things with special people in mind, if you know what I mean. And of course I'm going to be using paper and flour and all the other supplies that I would usually use in my paper crafting projects. So I just thought, well, I'm going to share this process with you and hopefully you will enjoy it. So I'm going to making a card for my for my boyfriend's niece's baptism. We're going to celebrate with them this weekend, and I wanted it to be girly, feminine, pinkish kind of. I know it's like a stereotypical feminine color. However, I love those colors. I love those colors, and I hope that one day when she grows up and sees this card, she's going to love it as well. So what I have here is I have a few papers from this paper pad. This is Samantha Rose from Die Cuts with the View, and I love their paper pads, and this one is like one of my favorites. It has a beautiful selection of pastel colored papers. And so I have had these two scraps that I think I'm going to use as my base, and I've also had this includes a sheet of like die cuts, and I was thinking I could use this for the inside of my card, where we would just write a little note for them, for the family, and maybe something else from this as well. Okay, so my plan is this. I would first love to cut this out of this sheet. So I don't yet know how large my card is going to be, but I will kind of base it off of how large this piece of ephemera is going to be. Okay, so I am going to cut it out and then measure it. I'm trying to be as precise as possible here so I don't waste the other elements, kind of. Okay, should suffice. Yeah, this is just a pretty element. Okay, let's see. I want this inside, but I wanted the card to be bigger than this. So this element is about 10 by 11 centimeters, so about 4 by 4.5 roughly inches. 10 by 11, so I'm thinking I would like my card. Also, I am considering if I want to get rid of this blue frame here, but that can wait. That can wait. So how about I make the card about 2 centimeters or 1.5 centimeters larger. So I need to write this down because there's no way I'm going to remember it. So we have 10 by 11, that's our inside card. So I would love to have my actual card to have 11.5 by 12.5. And this is this direction, and this is this direction. So together this one will be 24, 25, so 25 centimeters by 11.5. Okay, so I would like to have this on the front and this on the back, and this is just a nice like script font here that says, hello beautiful, you are fantastic, believe in yourself, celebrate, be bold. Just very nice inspirational quotes. So 11.5 would be somewhere here. It can be slightly larger. I would prefer to have it larger rather than smaller. Okay, and then by 20, yeah, see, I already do 25.5, so let me have 25.5 instead of 25, just in case. Now we can fold it, and this is going to be a base for our card, and this will go inside here just like that, and I think it's really pretty. So now again, let me take my ruler, because for the front, and the front is 11.5 by 12.5. For the front, I would like to is it 12.5? Kind of, yeah. I would like to have this with just a slight border around it. So 11.5, so let's say 10.5 wide by 12 and oops, no, not the way I wanted it, but that's okay. So 10.5, and this was 11.5, so let's say 11, 9, 10. Okay, you guys, I'm going to give you the... Okay, yeah, I like it. I'm going to give you the exact measurements in a moment, but this is kind of what I had in mind. Okay, I thought I made a mistake here, but everything is on track. Alrighty, so now what? Let me put this aside for a moment and let's focus on the front here, I think. So I am going to take my bone folder to make sure this stays closed, and I'm thinking actually, how about I use this sheet of like very delicate paper, kind of made just a little frame over it. Yeah, I think I would like that. And then I can gild the edges of the whole thing. Okay, so double-sided tape. I'm going to use this. This is fun. This is like kind of stepping out of my comfort zone. It's, like I said, it's fun, but also a little bit more stressful to make something for someone, because you never know if they are going to like it. But also, when you have someone particular in mind, it adds a different meaning, I think, to the work. Okay, I think that's kind of even, but I'm not going to risk cutting it with my scissors. I'm going to go back to my paper trimmer and cut here, and then cut somewhere I'm trying to see. if it's even. Okay, cut here. I like it. And actually the same thing I think I'm going to do for this one, but I'm still debating whether I want to keep the blue edge or not, so not yet. Not just yet. Okay, so we have this, which I like. We have 2 layers. Now I am going to take my gold paste, and before I stick it to here, I'm going to go around with my finger as per usual and gild the edges of the card. Just to add some more definition to them. And also, you know, it wouldn't be a project of mine if I didn't add gold, would it? So I am making this card for baptism, but I think it would be good for so many other occasions, for birthday, for a wedding, for birth of a child. It's not going to be very thematic. It's going to be much more universal and versatile, I guess, this design, or at least that's what I'm hoping to achieve. And I'm going to do the same on the inside, just to keep things cohesive. Okay. Almost done here. I'm going to have to make sure I have no gold left on my desk this time, because I would not want this card to be messy. That's the difference between making something for someone and, I believe, making a card versus making a junk journal. Junk journal for me and ephemera for junk journal does not need to be perfect, and even when it's not, I think it just adds character and it adds interest, while a card like this, I just want it to be kind of pristine. So I'm going to clean my hands as well. And let's see, I think we can now glue this and see what else we want to do. I like how it is looking with the gold edge. So which glue would I want to use? I think I'm going to go with double-sided tape again. But I'm going to help myself by adding some glue from a glue stick on top of this double-sided tape, just in case I need to move this piece a little and position it exactly where I want it. So this can help with, you know, you will have a moment to move things around with glue. Adding glue over your double-sided tape. Now, sorry, I am going to take it a little bit off camera because I really want it in the middle and I can't really see. Okay, back. I think it's really nice. We have the back and we have the middle. Alright, so now what I want to do is I would love to add some flowers. So some 3D elements, and I have some of my faux flowers here. But also I have this sticker book from the Happy Planner. This is their Flower Power sticker book, and they have beautiful labels. And I was thinking I would also like to use one of these labels to kind of add, you know, the occasion for which this card is going to be gifted. Maybe this one. Do I have any other with gold? These, but these won't match. Let me check here. I want the ones, oh, or maybe this would also be nice. And we also have ones like this. Not maybe. Okay, I have two types. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to again take a piece of just white paper, white copy paper. This is very thin, but it will work. And I'm going to stick my stickers onto it, cut around them, and this way they are not going to be stickers, but they are going to be like die cuts, and I will be able to work with them, you know, play with them on the page, move them around, and when I'm ready I will just use double-sided tape to glue them, because I want to kind of play with my composition here. So let me take my scissors and cut around those. We can start planning what we want to do. I don't want to cut the gold, so I'm going slowly around the sticker. And these stickers are stunning. This is a treasure, this sticker book, and it's also so huge. It's going to last me for a long time, and you guys know I like my flowers, I like my stickers. Okay, this way. And I love my labels. I love labels, and I love when sticker books include label stickers, because they are usually quite beautiful and also very fun and quick to use in your own journal, which I do a lot to add a little bit of journaling. Okay, so we have those two. Let's see which one I like better. I'm thinking this one probably, but let's give this one a try. Oh, it's pretty as well. And we do have some rose gold in this. Maybe this one. And let's see if we can have a little flower composition. So I'm going to take those middles and like little stems out, because what I will be doing with those flowers, I'm going to be using not wet, I'm going to be using hot glue to attach them to the pages. And to do that, I'm going to add new centers to them while I do it, which I will show you in a moment. So let's say I want this label to be here, so I could have my flowers. Do I want this one maybe? Let's see. Or how about this? I really do like this little branch, and I'm thinking, do I have anything else? I also have these ones. These could possibly work too, maybe like pair them with each other. So I am going to spend a little bit of time doing this because, like I said, I really want this to be perfect. At least, you know, in my own eyes. How about that? Or do I want more white? Okay. And then maybe... Oh, that would be nice. Okay. So if I had them a little bit more up there, then I could have something like this. I think I love it. And so for the centers, I should have some of these enamel dolls. And oh yeah, I do have some gold ones, and I'm thinking I'm going to use those gold ones and add them as the centers of those flowers. Yeah. Okay, you guys, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to locate my hot glue and the little box that I keep it in to prevent it kind of like leaking. Let me just look for it really quick. So here's my glue. Where should I put the little box? I haven't used it in a while, so I think I'm going to use this plate. Now, plugging in... Whoa. Excuse me guys, I just switched off the one thing I shouldn't have switched off, which is my ring light. That's funny. Okay, come on. Plugging in the wet glue. I have my stick here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait a second or two for it to dry, and oh yeah, and while we are waiting we can actually attach this. So the same thing here as before, I'm going to use double-sided tape and pair it with glue stick. And let's see, somewhere here perhaps. I think it's going to work. Right, so let me make sure these flowers are all okay. So which one I'm going to start with? This one, maybe. Is it good? Not yet. We need to give it a little bit more time. That's okay. So, and do I want to, actually I'm wondering, do I want to stop the camera and maybe write in it first before it becomes too kind of clumsy with all the flowers? I think I'm going to do it. So I'm going to write the occasion, stop the camera, write the occasion, and be right back with you, and we will proceed with the flowers. Okay, I'm back. So this is z okazji Chrztu Świętego, which is in Polish, Chrzest Święty is baptism. And now we can go back to our flowers. The glue is already hot enough, so I'm going to add a blob of it here and start with this flower. And while this is hot, I'm also going to be adding the middle, the this should work really well. Okay, isn't it sweet with this golden middle? And then maybe this one up there. Okay. So this should go here. And the golden middle. Oh wow. It stuck to my hand. Okay. And then this white one here. So that I don't overlap the label too much, so the writing is still visible. Good. In the middle, quickly before it is dry. Awesome. I think it's so sweet. And this one down here. This way. Oops. Maybe like that. Okay. Now we can switch this off and let it cool down. Just a second. Good. Okay, so here is what we have so far, and I think it's so cute. Oh, I love it. Okay, you know, flowers, flowers, gold, pink, that's what's not to love, right? Okay, now this side, the inside, I am going to get rid of the blue edge. It just does not match anything, I think. So going again with my paper cutter. I'm really enjoying it. Tell me, guys, please tell me in the comments if you're enjoying it as well, if you would like to see maybe more things like this. So making cards, making things that you can use things that you can gift as gifts. Okay, and here, alrighty, and now I have this sheet of paper here. Now I'm going to do the same thing. So using double-sided tape, I'm going to stick it onto the white copy paper and cut around it. Kind of like this. I think I'm also going to add one more label inside to match the label that we have on the front cover, so that I can add the date of the ceremony. I could add it here, of course, with the note, but I think it would look nice to have one more of these little labels. Okay, this is cute. I like it. Okay, now here. And then I would have the label here. So let me see, how about this one actually? No, I think I want something smaller, so this one is definitely going to get used at some point. But I'm thinking I would like something smaller and maybe gold. Just flipping through the sticker book. I should have some more gold here, perhaps. Where did I take this front label from? Here? No. This one? I'm just trying to look at these flowers and kind of which ones I think are going to go best. Maybe this. Okay, I think I like this little label. So I'm actually thinking maybe I will do the same thing again. So I will stick this label like that and cut around it this time with my scissors because it's so small. I think I can manage, but I will leave a little border around it. Too much this side, of course. Maybe a little less, to be honest. Just a sliver. And just a sliver to make it stand out of the background. And it's a perfect size to just add the date and maybe the place where the ceremony is going to take place. Here. I'm thinking here will be a good spot for that. So for this I am going to just use my glue stick because it's just too small for this large wide washi, not washi, but double-sided tape that I have. But for this, I'm going to again do the similar thing, so double-sided tape and glue stick. Just very comfortable this way. Oh, glue stick, yeah. That's interesting. Okay. Good. So this is the inside so far. Now I really need this cleaned. I really don't need gold on the back of this card. Okay, so here is what we have so far, and I'm just wondering, do I want to add anything else? Do I want to add anything? I'm tempted I am tempted to add a little bit of gold embossing here on the inside. Oh, I think I'm going to do it. So I would do it this way. I have this stamp. This, you've guys seen this probably 1,000 times already. I got it on AliExpress. It's the most versatile stamp that I have. I love it. And so what I would like to do with it is take my ink, sticky ink, and take my embossing powder. Which one? Let me check, you guys. Gold most probably, but I also should have. I have this like teal one, and I should have one that's pink, I guess. But then I don't know what it is now, so I'm thinking gold. Oops, this. Okay, so let's do this and let's hope for the best. You know, let's hope I don't screw this up. Okay. So I'm starting with this side, but I'm going to go to the other side. I mean here next. Okay, just a little bit here. I think it's nice. So I am also going to stamp again. On this side this time. And this is a bit harder because it's not an even surface, given that we already have the stuff on the other side here. Okay, I think this is going to be super interesting when we melt it. So let me grab a little brush so I can clean off the parts that I don't need. Oh, and I like that this is overlapping the label here. I don't need these. Okay, let's try this, you guys. I think the hardest part is behind us now. I think we can do it. So where is my heat tool? It's right here. Okay, it's melting beautifully. As always, this looks like magic to me. This is warping our card a little bit, but I don't mind. I can put it under some books so that it straightens before tomorrow when we are going. Oh well, tomorrow when I'm filming this, you will probably see it a bit later. Okay, so let's see what we have. Okay, I love it. I love it. It just adds this interest. I really like it. Okay, and then here we have the front, and I am thinking, you guys, I wouldn't be myself, I suppose, if I did not want to add some gold splatters, but I don't want them on here, on my flowers and on my label. So I am going to cover the parts where I don't want the splatters to go, roughly of course, and add some gold specks. Okay. This way, and then I want to cover there as well, so I can add some on the bottom here. Okay, I need to stir it again. Come on, splatters. Sometimes it's easier to do it with both hands, but okay, just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay, so I think this is done, you guys. I don't want to add anything more to kind of not overpower it. We are going to have the note here, the date here. Okay, so let me give you a close-up look of this little card. I think it turned out really cute, but do tell me in the comments what do you think about this project. It's slightly different from what I usually make, like I said in the beginning, but if you would be interested, then I would gladly add more card making and projects like this to my repertoire. I think they are so fun to make. And here we have our gold embossing. You can see how it looks without the shine, the glare. Yeah, okay. So you guys, thank you so much for crafting with me today, for making this unplanned project with me, or for spending time with me today. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, thank you so much, and I will speak to you very, very soon in my next video. Bye guys.